They said fog was harmless, just mist and moisture. But in San Francisco, near Golden Gate Park, it moved like something alive. It rolled in heavy and white, swallowing sound, distorting light, and hiding things that shouldn't. It was a cold San Francisco morning when Mika Turner laced up her running shoes and stepped outside. The air smelled of salt and rain, and the fog from the Pacific had rolled in thick, so thick she could barely see 10 feet ahead. She hesitated. Maybe tomorrow, she whispered, but running was her therapy, her routine. She plugged in her earbuds, started her fitness tracker, and jogged toward Golden Gate Park. The fog wrapped around her like a living thing. Streetlights turned to pale orbs in the mist, and her footsteps echoed softly against the damp pavement. At 6:14 a.m., she texted her roommate Rika. "Visibility's awful. Feels creepy out here, lol." At 6:17, she sent a photo, white fog, empty trail. At 6:25, another photo came through. This time, a faint shape stood behind her. Rika replied immediately. "Who's that behind you?" No response. By 7 a.m., Mika hadn't come home. When Rika called her, the phone rang once, then went silent. Minutes later, a photo appeared automatically in the group chat, a misty figure, barely visible, its arms stretched out toward the camera. The police were called, and by 8 a.m. they were combing the park. Mika's phone was found near Stowe Lake, lying on the trail. The screen was cracked, battery at 15%. The last image, timestamped 6:29 a.m., showed Mika's terrified face, fog swirling behind her like a storm cloud. Officer Daniels, leading the case, reviewed the photos in sequence. The fog thickened in each one, but so did the shadow. First it was behind her, then beside her, then right in front of the camera. No prints, no signs of struggle. And the phone's internal sensors showed something impossible, a temperature drop of 40 degrees in under 3 seconds before it went offline. Locals had their theories. Some said the fog was cursed. Others claimed a white woman haunted the park, an old spirit searching for her lost child. But Rika didn't believe in ghosts. She needed answers. The next morning, at the same time Mika disappeared, Rika went jogging on the same path. She brought her phone, flashlight, and pepper spray. Halfway down the trail, her signal vanished. The fog was thicker than ever, blinding white, soundless. The world seemed to vanish beyond her own breathing. Then she heard footsteps, light and slow, matching hers. "Hello," she called out. "Is anyone there?" Silence. She lifted her phone to take a photo. The flash went off and the screen showed Mika's face staring back at her from the mist, eyes wide, mouth open as if screaming. The flashlight flickered, and Rika turned to run, but every direction looked the same, just walls of fog. When she finally stumbled out onto the main road, she gasped in relief as her phone buzzed back to life. New message. From Mika's number. It said, "Don't go back. It follows sound." The cops dismissed it as a glitch. Maybe a delayed message, they said. Phones do weird things out here, but Rika knew better. Over the next few days, more reports surfaced. A cyclist vanished on the same trail. A dog walker found her leash snapped, her pet gone, and one tourist uploaded a foggy video before her camera went black. Footsteps behind her, a whisper saying, "Stay quiet." By the end of the week, the city closed off the northern trails, citing unsafe weather conditions. But the fog never lifted. It lingered, day and night, especially around Stowe Lake. Rika couldn't let it go. She returned one last time with Officer Daniels, hoping to recover Mika's missing smartwatch data. At exactly 6:14 a.m., the same time Mika vanished, Rika's equipment started glitching, compasses spinning, static on the radio, cold air rushing past like breath. Then, faintly, through the mist, came Mika's voice. "Rika, help me." Daniels shouted for backup, but his radio went dead. They followed the voice to the edge of the lake where ripples spread across the surface, though the air was still. Suddenly, a hand burst out of the water, pale and dripping. Rika screamed as Mika's face rose from beneath the fog, eyes hollow, skin gray. "Mika," she gasped. But her friend only whispered, "Run." Daniels pulled her back as the fog thickened again, rising like smoke. The hand sank slowly, the ripples fading. When Rika looked down, she saw her phone glowing in her pocket. New photo received. It showed her own face, taken from behind. By morning, the trail was empty again. Daniels filed his report, but the body was never found. The fog remained, heavier than before. Locals still say if you walk near Golden Gate Park before sunrise, you might hear a phone camera click behind you or see a faint figure jogging through the mist, vanishing as quickly as she appears. And sometimes, when the fog is thickest, your phone might buzz with a message from an unknown number. It'll just say, "Don't go back."